Francis K. Draz was the architect of the iconic theater building on East 86th Street in 1927, and 20 years later, the conversion of a Christian Science church into the 77th Street Theater with the innovative thrust stage beloved by actors and the original Playhouse Club beloved by the audiences. Dorothy Draz chaired the Women's Committee from 1948 to 1952, served twice on the Board of Trustees, 1953 to 62 and 68 to 74, and on the Advisory Council, 63 through 68 and 74 to 86. But those events are only the outline of the story. Between accomplishments that would have sufficed for most people, the Drazes gave generously of themselves in creating a culture that made consistent progress despite the Great Depression, World War II, and all the ensuing changes for society in general and theater in particular. A graduate of Carnegie Tech, which also gave us Frederick McConnell, K. Elmo Lowe, and Max Eisenstadt, Frank Draz was a partner in Small, Smith, Reeb, and Draz. His most enduring accomplishment was the Playhouse, which was state-of-the-art when it was built and an object of national attention. There is perhaps no greater evidence of respect for his work than to note that after his death, when Philip Johnson set about designing the Bolton Theater addition, he retained Draz's Romanesque exterior motif. Frank saw his building well used as an enthusiastic friend of company members and supporters. Prominent in the Men's Committee, he was at the forefront of its signal accomplishment, the Playhouse Club. His devotion to the Playhouse was symbolized by that venue's famous stained glass windows invocation, love. Dorothy Draz was active on the Women's Committee from its earliest days, when volunteers performed many of the theater's administrative functions. They helped maintain subscriber lists, stuffed and addressed mailings by hand, kept the publicity scrapbooks, as well as organized, catered, and hosted development functions. They also saw to the comfort of the company that in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s included a large number of apprentice students living away from home on meager means for the first time. Dorothy became a den mother, cooking meals in the staff dining room during the Depression and providing midnight suppers during strike nights, when the set of a show closing Sunday night came down to be replaced in time for dress rehearsal on Monday. She and Frank hosted the annual company picnic at their Chagrin Falls home. Several weddings of company members were held there. For many, a Playhouse actor or technician friendship with the Drazes was an important part of their Cleveland experience. Individually and collectively, Frank and Dorothy Draz epitomize the heritage for which the Playhouse family is the shorthand.